All right. Well, it's March 31st, end of the last day of March in 2025. We're going to change the battery today, just a memory backup battery on the, was it the Yaesu FT 726R. And I wanted to look to make sure that this wasn't one of those deals where you take the battery off and it fries. Well, I think I'm going to take a look at replacing this battery here, uh, right in here. I don't know how much stuff I have to take off to do it. We'll get that out of our way. I know this little connector down at the bottom that goes to the ground, that's got to come off. And I already have these two off because I'm working on the display. Battery's right here, by the way, just in case you didn't see it there. And that controls the memory. Okay, I know everybody's favorite, another schematic time. So here's the control board. And if you look at all these resistors, no, let me zoom in. I was kidding. Ah, that really zooms in a lot. Move it over. I'll even see if I can click one more time. Oh, heck, another time. There we go. That looks good. Let me see how it looks on screen now. Looks like it's going to catch it. Okay, so I already did the grunt work here, and where this little shape is, whatever you want to call it, you can see there's the switch, and here's the battery. And obviously, taking the battery out, it's not going to kill anything because the switch allows you to switch it out. So that was kind of my first happy thought. So anyhow, I read in the manual where it said that unless it was in display use or something or demo use, that this should pretty much be left into the on position or always left there. I don't know why they even bothered putting a switch here then. Just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Unless there was some kind of problem they had with it, that it was always easier to flip the switch to reset it. But anyhow, here you go. So the voltage goes over here. So it didn't really tell me if it was flip it to the right or left to turn it on, and there's no on-off marking, at least not on the what I'm looking at. Maybe there's one on the top of the case. So I just kind of figured, well, that would be turning it on. Would be putting voltage to these two, I guess through the like memory chips. And so what I did was I followed it up here to where it says VCC, and I checked with a voltmeter there. And when I flipped the switch one way, I had almost 0 volts, and when I flipped the switch the other way, I had the battery voltage to 3 volts. So that would be the on, and that was to the left, I believe. Yeah. All right. So enough said about that. That's just pretty much if you wanted to know where it's at on the schematic. It's on the control panel part of it, and it's way down on the pretty much the right hand lower corner, right here. All right, that's it. Pull this guy out of here. Yeah, there's only one bolt that holds this board in. So let's see. Yeah, I don't know if it's necessary to take it all the way out just to replace the battery. I'm actually going to put a battery bracket in there to hold the battery. All right, this one's got to come out because that's holding it. Here it falls over just like that. And here's the battery connections. Right here. So let me heat up the old soldering iron. I'll take a break here. All right, that looks like a lot of solder on there. Let me see. There's one. There's two. Let's see how much solder came out of that. Let's see if I can shake that off there now, or that one's loose. This one might need a little bit of help. There we go. There's the battery. Got some white gunk around it. Let's make sure it didn't hurt the board. It's got little glue, little pads. They probably had it glued down or something. See if I can get that off and clean that up. Yuck. But we'll find out here in a minute. So let's see. You would be pushed too far that way, so you'll need to wrap this way. Maybe. Let's see, there's that and that. How does that look? All right, here's here, and here's here. Let's see what happens. I can solder that on. There's one lead. I don't know if that one... That one took. All right, look at that. Oops. That's just beautiful. It's in there nicely. Now I think I have a 2032, but it's the same voltage. What do I do with it? Someone stole it from me. Oh, I can get out of here. That can go in the recycle bin. We should use two pieces of double face tape under it, so it grabs better. It grabs, but there's little tangs that stick out of it. So let me just see what I did with that tape. I'm sorry, what I did with the battery, not the tape. All right, so here, the positive end sticks up. Well, these are a battery wrapping suit. There we go. Woo. All right, so you're out. Now you got to go in here. There it is. It's in. I'll show you that in a minute. Let me lift this guy and put it back into place. Look at that. A thing of beauty, huh? All right. This is that ground connector I'm trying to put on here. Probably just easier if I spin the thing around and put it on, but no, I don't want to give in. There you go. There's that. So that's the memory, and I know that they have like a demo switch right here. This switch here, it tells you to, if it's never been used before, the switch will be in one position, and to flip it and put it in the other position. All right. So let me read up on that and get rid of this, and I'll put this back together. And if you want to watch me. You know, let me magnetize the screwdriver before I drive myself crazy. Where did it fall? I heard it fall. Here it is. If you don't have one of these things, get yourself one. As long as you're working in an area where you can use tools that are magnetized. A little magnetizing, demagnetizing slot, but for reaching down and putting the screws back in the boards of these things. Turn that off. I don't think we need the soldering iron anymore. We'll put this in because we're not really working on it. What do? Oh, here's this one, I think, and I believe that's all of them. And of course, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's check this battery and see what its condition is. Let's put it on volts. At the positive end here, negative end here. Huh. Not much left in this battery whatsoever. All right, well, that was easier said than done. So on is staring at it from the front, pushing it all the way that way. And the way I can tell that is when I look at the schematic, I see that it would supply voltage to pin 22 of Q02. And right here, see my meter just went up. If I flip the switch, see the meter goes off. So memory on is to the left. And I guess it pretty much stays that way. Don't know why they put a switch there if they want it on all the time. But so that's it. And I'll show you on the schematic when we look at it. We can refer to that too, how I New to look to that. I see. It just tells you memory on. Didn't really. I thought somewhere in the book it did tell you left or right, but again, I guess how you're looking at it. All right, so let's make sure that I remember to hook everything back up. Turn this on, give it the test run, and remember we're still working on the dim display. Be right back. I want to see what position that switch should be in. All right, it's plugged back in. No sparks. Power on. Turn that off. Volume's all the way down. Everything seems to be working again. I don't have a speaker in it, so we can't hear it. Actually, I don't have my lights on the front. Is something disconnected from there? Let's see. Put it on FM. That's working, but I'm not getting my light down here that tells me busy. Because I had the squelch all the way up, that's why. Okay. Hi, kitty cat. That's the kitty cat jumped up on the... What? What is it? This sounds terrible. All right. Okay. So that's how you change the battery. That's nice and sturdy in there. Board's all nice and as sturdy as it can be with only one screw in it. We're good to go. So that's it. I hope if you want to change your battery, now you'll know. Thanks for watching.